Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Blue draw down.
On 1st and 10, Crocker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Crocker. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Tight down. There you go.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offensive backfield.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive. Crocker, a dump underneath to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
6-6, pull it high. Tighten up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
6 right there, 56. I got you, pump.
From the gun on third down, Crocker. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
Down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ready,
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
West.
This is Jones. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Set up. 70, Indy.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Go.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hey, Mike,
Deep grip.
On third down, Crocker. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Check it back. Check it back. Check three.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground.
First down, Panthers.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Check 59, Mike.
2nd and 13. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Hey, Echo. Step.
To throw on third down, Crocker. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Get ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ricky. Check. 59.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
High 7.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, Crocker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Crocker. It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Pull it together.
Smooth.
SOS. 51, Mike 51. Stay with you.
Go.
On first down, Crocker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down. 18 Gators. 2 times. 3 down, 3 down. Get it.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Go, go, go.
Now back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready? Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check back 21. Here we go.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the left side. McCann, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Check 50, check 50.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Throwing on first down. Crocker. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 9, check 9. 25. X3. 218, chop it.
Now Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Crocker. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Crocker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Crocker. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
It's a gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 5. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, McCann. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McCann. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, team 6. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Crocker. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Crocker. It's brought in by Floyd. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Crocker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Packers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Crocker. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Crocker. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. It's out. It's loose. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check, Mike 21, check Mike over. Watch the screen.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Yo, 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 go, go. Hey, orbit. Fire.
On 1st and 10, Crocker, and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. Crocker over the middle, and it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Go, go. Get it.
On 3rd down, Crocker. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
General West.
Check 37. Check 37.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Ready?
On 4th down, Crocker. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
Now a give, right side. McCann. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the out.
Throwing again. Crocker. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, we got to go.
On fourth down, Crocker. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, Samuel. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check, 59. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch the air.
On the ball. Get up.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Mike, 57.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 4. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Throwing on first down. Crocker. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Yep. Hey, exit. Ready.
From the gun, Crocker, and this is filled, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Tight ends wing.
Smooth.
Tight ends on the ring.
To throw on 2nd down. Crocker. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Greystone, travel.
Check 26. Watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Not here. Wahoo.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Keeps himself upright. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for the Panthers. 48 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, their good start continues.